James DeVoe owns J. DeVoe Trucking of Guilford. He drives a Peterbilt triaxle dump truck.
Well, I always wanted to drive truck when I was younger. I always said to my mother I was going to sell the house and buy a truck and drive over the road, watching too many Smokey and the Bandit movies.
Injured at 17 in a motorcycle accident, James is a paraplegic and an amputee. George Baldwin, General Superintendent for Earth Technologies, is a customer of James. For George, James's disability is simply not an issue.
You would never notice it if you didn't know. He performs just as well as anybody else, most of the time better. He handles his truck well. He goes just as fast as anybody else does. There's no delays.
It all began with what if. What if James could customize a dump truck so he could drive it?
No one has really done one on a semi-truck like this before. I had to do a lot of the legwork on it to try to, say, here's my idea. Basically gave them a design of how I thought it should work, and they went from that.
The next step, a commercial driver's license. So James set out to find a way, even when everyone said, no way.
The federal government said I had to pass the test like everybody else did. There was no favoritism.
Not then, not now.
He doesn't look for any special treatment. He doesn't ask for any favors. He has a job to do, and he does the job.
After I took the test and I showed them what I could do, I changed their minds dramatically.
James uses an external lift to get into the truck. He grabs the outside bars, hoists himself into the cab, then folds the wheelchair in. He works the gas and the brakes with a single lever. Both the lift and the lever are funded by Connecticut's Bureau of Rehabilitation Services.
Yeah, anybody can drive a truck. They call them steering wheel holders. But what it takes is some intelligence and know what's going on in your surroundings.
Whatever it takes, he'll do it. He has a lot of desire.
At times, James is unstoppable.
What happens with dump trucks, a lot of times they'll pick up rocks between the tires, and if you don't remove them, it'll eventually cause a blowout. So I was on one end of the site and I saw James's truck was stopped, and I thought he had a problem. So I walked over there, and here he was out there with his wheelchair and a hammer banging the rock out from between the tires. Never asked anybody for help, and he got it out himself. But that's how he is.
James DeVoe knew what he was capable of. He just had to prove it.
I had to show them that I could do it, and to take down every roadblock that was in front of me, and that's what I did.
See the ability. See how we can work together.